are we doing? Good people and great folk. How's everyone doing today on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show? Hope everyone is doing well on this magnificent Friday. You can clearly tell that I did not pay attention to the weather report at all. But no matter what, we're here live in downtown Belleville at the wonderful Candy Bar located in downtown Bell Vegas. And I'm telling you right now, if you have a child, if you have a child, if you have a sweet tooth, this is an understatement. This is an understatement for sure. It is truly magnificent over here. If you get a chance, stop on by, say hello for sure. But we're raising the roof on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. We're on remote location. We're normally in the studio. Shout out to my man Justin again at Overtime Studio 3119 Hampton. If you're in the live streaming podcasting world and you're looking for a studio, reach out to my man Justin for sure. And to the rest of you folks, thanks for tuning in. We got high fives in the building. Chest bump. Let's hug this thing out. Let's get in here for the real thing for sure. Again, we're being brought to you by title sponsor Certa Pro Painters, and we also have additional sponsors to thank out there. We've been quite busy here behind the scenes, so shout out to the Fairway Automotive family as well for being involved now as a sponsor on the show. You know, it has just been a pleasure. Again, Fairway Automotive has joined on as a team and a sponsor of the show. Thank you again to Jason and Lindsay. I appreciate it. They have 4 locations to serve you better, whatever it may be, at whatever part of town you're in. Not just today's cars, but also those classic cars. And everyone since COVID has taken up a hobby in working on an old school car where they can definitely help you out for sure. So reach out to them again. Welcome aboard to Fairway Automotive again with 4 locations to serve you, to the team and the squad here with Montez at midday, as well as our podcast, Who's to Blame, the podcast. Do yourself a favor and go to Spreaker and check it out. Our latest podcast episode, which is 556, is up there for sure. But it is a beautiful day in downtown Belleville. It is not the right day for, how can I put this? Natural hair. It's a little bit windy out there. I did not read the forecast. I did not read the forecast at all. But one thing I can tell you, this is my type of weather. I don't care how you put it. This is my type of weather, folks. When we can bundle up, as the men folk are, we can layer up and put some clothes on and still look satisfactory, guaranteed. But if you're in downtown Bell Vegas, stop on by the Candy Bar. The lovely and talented Miss Cindy and Miss Rose are here to serve you. And we're waiting for the grand entrance of Miss Stephanie. Hopefully she'll be dressing us here very shortly. But either way you put it, it is Friday. Don't know what your plans are. It is the holiday season. It is the holiday season for sure. If you are celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating the anniversary, happy anniversary to you. If you're already on vacation and you don't go back to work till next year, we are proud of you, Jeff. You too, Ashley. You too, Tyrone. And you too, Teresa. We're proud of all of you guys that are on vacation until the first of the year, January 2nd or 3rd, I think, if you're scoring at home in the corporate matter of speaking, or if you work for yourself. Congratulations to you all. Let's get through our pillars of the day. Special birthday shout out to my dude, Mr. Soulard himself, Steve Reed. Bellevivian, by the way. Steve Reed. He's a Bellevivian. Shout out to my man. Let's get through our pillars of the day. Let's let it go. Ignore them. Give it time. Don't compete. Stay calm. It's on you. And laugh. And laughter is a key. If you know me or met me or been around me, you know I love to laugh. And after that football game last night, I can't do nothing but laugh, boys and girls and children across America. What was that? I'm a Bronco fan. I get it, coach. I get it, understanding the ins and outs of football, but I think you're trying to attack the average fan intelligence. But we'll get into that in a minute. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you. It is a sports and entertainment show. We don't do politics or religion. Thank you very much. You have your own places for that. But here, this is a welcoming spot for 1 hour to take your mind off of things, think about things in a different way, or even make you resurface some old memories of things you need to do, want to do, or should be doing. After a little short stint in radio, about 15 years, I've been podcasting now for 10 years. So we've been at it. We've been at it for sure. And what I like about the town of Belleville, which I lived here for 15 years, quiet as kept, it has that small town Southern appeal. Nice people. Won't give you anything, will point you in the right direction. Tell you things as they should be told. Don't sugarcoat nothing. That's how life should be, right? Valuable lessons. A lot of families here, strong families, that bond. A lot of connections you can work over here to get you a job, get you a car, get you a place to live. They have those type of connections, and they have that Southern appeal that gets to my heart of small business owners. I'm telling you, between Mooresville, North Carolina, Belleville, Illinois, they get that family, they get that small business, they get that, hey, we're neighbors, we're family, we're a community. They get it better than most people get it. This ought to be a 60 Minutes episode. Maybe they should reach out to me. But here we are on this Fist Pump Friday edition of the show. Before we get into the actual show, I think all of us right now this time of year are in some form of another, whether you believe in the dude with the suit and the chimney story or not, we all want a wish list in the month of December to start the year off right, to end the year on the right way. We have a wish list, not toys, but if you're in a giving mood and want to give me a PS5, I'll take it. Hashtag Charlotte Hornets. Google that story. But the wish list in sports, I think every sports fan out there has a wish list. Not tickets. Now, if you can't get tickets to a game to see your team by now, you're not going to. Okay, Ted, let it go. But what do you want to happen for your team? Everybody wants their team to win. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants their team to do something as far as a wish list. We're not talking about going to that building on Sundays or during the week, that type of a wish list. We're talking about the one we just want to talk to the sports gods about. Hey, I wish this could happen for my team. I wish. I'm in hostile ground here. I'm in hostile ground. I'm in Belleville, Illinois. There's a lot of Cub fans over here. A lot of Cub fans. I wish my St. Louis Cardinals can do another 10-year stretch. Talk to me. 10 years of consecutive winning. I want that back. I want that crowd to be in downtown St. Louis talking about nothing but how good our team is and the expectations of the game, no matter who we playing and who's on the mound. Those are the days I want back. Is that too much to the sports guys? But what is your Christmas sports wish list? There's been a lot of argument and talk around the NBA this week. Should there be an all-star game in the NBA? How about this? The requirements, mentally, physically, and the sport itself, the physicality. As much as we put on winning in the value of a contract, maybe we should just have an all-star team on paper without the games. How about that? How about we focus on winning, okay? How about we focus on getting in the postseason, okay? How about we focus on winning championships, okay? That's why we buy the jerseys. That's why we lie to our bosses, our partners. That's why we paint our bodies. That's why we tailgate the way we do. We do this for you. So why not do something for us? I don't want the All-Star game. I really don't. Some are saying tomorrow may be the best sports day known to man, if you're a football fan. I think tomorrow is going to cause a lot of problems. I think this weekend is going to cause a lot of problems. So if I were you, the football fan out there, if you're already in the doghouse, just let it ride to Monday. I mean, And I I envision myself in another land when I watch my favorite teams play. My Broncos who played last night. But in the glory days of me first becoming a Denver Bronco fan back in the days of 1982, when I saw that man come to our franchise after threatening to leave the NFL to go to baseball and play for the Yankees, okay, came to Denver. That being John Elway. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So imagine the excitement and the glee that I felt in Bronco country. I'm not the only one that saw the news that was shared on social media about having a documentary with John Elway on Netflix. What? To cover the life and career of John Elway. So this means they're going to go back in the day. So in my crazy mind of thinking, what if I'm in this documentary? You may be saying to yourself, how would you be in a documentary of John Elway? Oh, I'm going to tell you how. When the Pro Bowl was at its fun point of being in Hawaii, I state your name, Dre Montez, was stationed in Hawaii. And they had this list in the MWR, Morale, Welfare, and Rec building. They had a sign-up list to volunteer yourself doing Pro Bowl week festivities. What? What do you mean? Well, the NFL reaches out to the NFL looking for help. So what better way with the connection the military and the NFL have with each other? Oh, okay. Will do, buddy. Pronto. What? I sign up. I ended up caddying for John Elway and Bruce Smith. What if they have that clip in the film? What if I'm pre-fro, military style looking Dre, strong 182 pounds, strong? What if I'm in a documentary? Don't mess with my vision of thinking sometimes. I know it's off kilter at points, but hey, I'm just saying, I've seen worse things out there to happen in documentaries, whether you're scoring at home or not. But most importantly, it is Friday, people. It is Fist Pump Friday, and I'm your boy, Dre Montez, host of Montez at Midday, as well as Who's to Blame, the podcast. If you haven't had a chance to listen to the latest episode, it is up and available wherever you get and listen to your favorite podcast at. So tune on in, say hello, say what's up. Hey, Miss Elizabeth, how are you doing? Long time no see. Hurry up, baseball season. Hurry up for sure. And if you're following on the social media platforms of Facebook, we have a page as well for Who's to Blame, as well as on Twitter at W2B Dre Montez, and on YouTube, Dre Montez. And we're on TikTok, y'all, and today say it's gone. TikTok, Dre Montez 63. And you can also catch us in the studio, My City, My Music Radio / Dre Montez. You can check that out for sure. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. But we're on location today at the Candy Bar in downtown Belleville, Illinois, or Bell Vegas, if you know what I'm talking about, at the Candy Bar on 3 High Street. Stop on by, say hello. The wonderful and talented and lovely Miss Cindy and Miss Rosa here, open Wednesday through Sunday. If you're looking to have that candy party, you know how they were doing the Barbie parties last year with the Barbie? Come here. But check it on out for sure. Lots to do in Belleville, especially during the holiday season. You can start off your day with a little coffee from Grim and Gorley, proud sponsors of the show as well. Midday cocktails. You can stop at Tavern on the Main, also a sponsor of the show. Or margaritas, depending on how you're feeling. Or if you just want to kick back with the boys and just have some brutally honest conversations, stop by the Office Lounge. Yeah, my people at the Office Lounge, and entertainment for the whole family, the Lincoln Movie Theater. There's something for everyone in Bell Vegas For the adult kid in you, stop on by Bigfoot Comics as well. But today we're here at the Candy Bar, one of the newest additions to the show as a sponsor, as well as Fairway Automotive in St. Louis with 4 locations to serve you. We're going to take a break here. Word from our sponsor, TMS, transcranial magnetic stimulation. There are options out there for you for sure. So we're going to get that going for you and come back with more conversation in the sports, entertainment, thoughtful world as well, because I have some questions out there about some things that I think is going on. We'll be right back at the word from our sponsor, TMS.
St. Louis, are you suffering from depression? Our advanced mental health treatments offer support to those facing depression. Supported by science and over 1 million treatments administered, a countless number of lives have been revitalized with our newfound healing process. Because your well-being matters, we have 2 convenient St. Louis locations dedicated to your transformative pursuit of mental wellness. We understand the importance of informed decisions. Research, discover, and take the first step toward a brighter tomorrow. Visit palmiertms.com to uncover more about our non-drug treatment for depression, covered by all major insurance plans. Let us stand by your side on this journey towards mental wellness. Contact us today.
All right, good folks, good people. Welcome back to Montez at Midday, proudly sponsored by Certa Pro Painters. Shout out to the folks in Edmond, Oklahoma, and the crew in OKC. My dude, Mr. Mike Grafton, said, Dre, I got something for you. I'm like a kid now when people tell me they're giving me presents, so I'm looking forward to this presentation right there. But shout out to the crew as well. Again, we're in downtown Belleville at the Candy Bar. And we're going to be here up until 1 o'clock. Lots of things going on in the sports world for sure. Good people, good folk. But last night, we were entertained with Thursday night football. My Denver Broncos taking on the San Diego football Chargers. Didn't go the way I thought it would go. We came out there with our foot on the gas in the first half, but something went awry at halftime. Total different team came out. Play calling. The defense was not itself last night. I'm not blaming that non-pass interference. I'm not going to be that petty. We should have won that game. We didn't handle business. I don't understand with 4:26 to go in the fourth quarter, and it was 4th and 6, and he decided to punt. I'm not upset. I didn't yell at the TV. I didn't lose it. But it made me to question. You just lay there at times. Like, you ever played sports at a high level or even play pro, and you have that moment, that afterthought. Something happens in the game. You don't know how you lost the game, and you sit there just to analyze it, break it down for a way to make it make sense to you. I was there. But the Denver Broncos, they should have won that game last night. I just want to go to the postseason. I want to know what that's like. God knows the baseball team here has put us through heartache and pain the last few years. We don't have an NBA team. I'm looking to reach for an outsider, but they're out way out there in L.A. I don't know what they're doing out there. I have no clue. No clue what they're doing out there. College basketball, let's wait and see, Kentucky. Huh? Pope is hope and hope is Pope. I'm right there with my Kentucky Wildcat, my men's team. But I want to go to the postseason, Denver. I want to go to the postseason for sure. You want to hear something funny? You know how people, us normal common folk that get up day to day, got to go through the grind of surviving our first cup of coffee, whether it's before the sun is up or before the kids get up or the dog needs to go out. That peaceful moment of the day. You come across a piece of news that just make you say, wow. As a big fan of movies and television shows and the entertainment world, I found out what the goodie bag is for the Golden Globes. This is a bag that's given to the presenters and the winners at the Golden Globes. Brace yourself. This is what's given to them. $55,000 to go to the Ritz-Carlton in the Grand Caymans. A private flight to Finland to see the Northern Lights, valued at $45K, again on a private jet. A 5-day luxury cruise. A 5-day luxury charter stay on a yacht, cruise on a yacht at $60,000. Hold on, we're not done yet. A 3-night stay, a beachfront villa valued at $8,500. I mean, $507,000, $492. $507,000 it is valued at. A 3-night stay at a villa. A 5-day luxury cruise on a yacht. A private flight to Finland. The Grand Cayman stay. And they're giving this away to the presenters and the winners of the Golden Globes. I think we're in the wrong business, folks. That's the goodie bag. That is the goodie bag. I'm not saying that's the best of both worlds, but it makes you wonder. The rich know how to have fun, don't they? They just give each other other things to do. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Well, men and college football fans and NFL fans, this is the weekend. They're trying to make us make a choice, especially on Saturday. But for today, we're going to take it for what it's worth with the college football playoff game being tonight, as you got Indiana playing Notre Dame, and we've already seen their snowfall in South Bend for sure. I've learned my lesson about talking about Notre Dame because they went off and put up 50 points for 5 or 6 games in a row. So I'm going to be quiet about the Golden Domers and respect the game. Rudy. If Indiana wins this, I think the future of coaching with these Power 5 teams that didn't deem themselves having a successful college football season are going to look at the college recruiting totally different if Indiana beats Notre Dame. I'm telling you, the X's and O's is not the way it used to be anymore. You got to have communication, camaraderie, respect for one another, and an understanding of the message that you're trying to put out to your team for all of them to buy in. Just you having a household popular name and putting 1 or 2 players to play on Sundays, that's not enough anymore. These kids want to be part of a brand and a part of a culture. And some of these coaches get it and some don't. An Indiana coach gets it for sure. It's going to be an interesting matchup for the simple fact of the weather conditions out there right now. So, and the reason I'm saying menfolk, Santa is coming next week. You don't have that many shopping days left in the holiday season. Now, online is your business. But somewhere throughout the year, you may have said, not realizing what you agreed to do on December 21st with your partner. You also didn't know how the college football was going to break down, who was going to be playing, and how the schedule was going to be set. And you found this out last week. But you were reminded probably Thursday from your boy Ted or Chrissy. Probably reminded you, hey, you know, Saturday they got the college football playoff going on and 2 football games, NFL. What? How you going to get out of it? How you going to get out of it? You got to figure that out for yourself. But they didn't give us an easy option when I'm calling the Saturday slate. But it starts tonight with 2 o'clock, my Florida Gators taking on the Posse. That's another story. But it's also starting with the fact of Indiana is playing Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana, for sure. But tomorrow is when confusion is happening. So I don't know what you're doing tomorrow. But if you're not doing anything in the morning and you want to get that college football fix out of your system, you can join my buddy Ray and I as we break down college football on the All Sports, All Plays Network for sure. We have that going for you. So I have that going on tomorrow morning. We may get started at 9 a.m. Either way, we break down all the matchups in college football, which is right now the college football playoff system and some of these bowl games out there. But we already know how we're feeling about these bowl games because they have the transfer portal still open out there for sure. They have that transfer portal wide open. I wish they would have a deadline for the transfer portal other than December 28th, because that's the deadline for the transfer portal for sure. Hey, what's up, good folks? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We're in downtown Belleville at the Candy Bar. Come on down here for that kid in you. Get that sugar fix done for sure, good folks. But I think tomorrow's going to be one of those days where, as a college football man, at 54 years old, I transform into a 22-year-old idiot every Saturday during college football season. So I get down with the get down. When it has to be done, it should be done. But here's the Saturday slate they have for us. Now, you make your own decision. Do what you got to do. SMU at Penn State. I still don't know who Penn State is. And the way SMU defense is, how they tackle, how they hit the quarterback is something to keep your eye on. The speed of that defense. Penn State, I don't know who they are. I don't understand who they are. They confuse me in the Ohio State game. I need more validation from Penn State, but I'm going to watch this game with a hefty eye. Then they're going to throw in there the Houston Texans, and the Kansas City Football Chiefs. There's been talk on, should you play Mahomes? Is it all about securing home field advantage or the seeding in the AFC for the Kansas City Football Chiefs? They said all systems is a go. Would you put your trust in Carson Wentz? Would you change the offensive scheme to be more runs and short passes due to the expectations of the protection of the offensive line moving forward with the Kansas City Chiefs until you get 100% Patrick Mahomes? That's something to keep your eye on. With the Houston Texans, on the other hand, I think they're finally getting that rhythm that everyone was looking for. They're getting that rhythm everybody was looking for. We shall see in that matchup. Now back to college. Now we got Clemson at Texas. Now Dabo has done something he said he would not do. He done jumped in the portal. We knew it was coming, but he manned up to it. Way to do you, Dabo Swinney. Way to do you. The Texas Longhorns, on the other hand, they have a decision to make. What are you going to do at quarterback? Don't get me wrong. I think Manning is great, but let him have his own season. Let them have their own season. We know what he can do. He showed us what he can do. But the pressure for Texas to win, is that fair to put on Arch Manning? Is that fair? Now, if they would have made the change at quarterback 3 games ago, okay, Arch Manning, do your thing. But to just do it for this bowl game, let's see how the first half goes in that matchup. Next up, we got the Steelers and the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson is at the point that Ben Roethlisberger and Peyton Manning had to face, getting over the hump of terrific time and getting over the hump of playing each other and beating each other. And Lamar Jackson is there. I can't believe this is the first time he's playing at home since 2020 against the Steelers. How does that happen? Russell Wilson has played better than anyone thought, considering what happened in the Mile High with the Broncos. How selfish is he? How much of an a-hole was he? How much is he really into the buying into this program? Is this all a program and a show for this dude? It's come to find out, Russ wants to play ball. But I'm looking at what the intangibles of the game are going to have. I don't understand how you go out and get Derrick Henry, but don't want to utilize Derrick Henry. How does that happen? What is the offensive scheme and look of the Baltimore Ravens moving forward? What's it going to be? And I think another night game in college football is going to be fun to watch. The Tennessee Volunteers at The Ohio State University. And we know the tension with The Ohio State and Coach Day and the $25 million team, the flag planting. Is it a felony? Should you go to jail? What's going on at The Ohio State? They've lost multiple players that were deemed to go to The Ohio State. You know, that kids are going to change their mind. They know things that we don't know all the time. Would it be a coaching change? A guy they met in 707 camps probably changed his mind. Maybe Joey wants to go somewhere else, and Matt doesn't want to go and play without Joey, so they both are going somewhere else. That happens. But with this game itself, and considering what we've heard about the Ohio State University, I don't know if I can trust Coach Day. I don't know. Too many things have to go right in order for Tennessee to win this game. It's been a long time since they had a competitive matchup. But I'm going for Volunteers in this one. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Again, Saturday is a slate of sports to decide from. Don't forget you got men's college basketball, women's college basketball, women's volleyball going on. Well, no, I think we just had a champion one. But still, there's a lot going on this weekend. Again, we're in downtown Bell Vegas at the Candy Bar. Get on down here for the kid you have, the kid in you. The holiday season, you can fill up that candy bowl for sure if you get on down here. We're here until 1 p.m. here in downtown Bell Vegas at the Candy Bar. And we're going to come take a little short break here and come back with more sports entertainment and thoughts from the mind of Dre Montez as we have a word from our sponsor, Mountain Man Scrub. Get your scrub on. We'll be right back.
Mountain Man Scrub. As smooth as a river flows. MountainManScrub.com. Get your scrub on.
Woohoo, woohoo. We're back. It's Fist Pump Friday, and we're on location, folks. We're here in downtown Belleville at the Candy Bar. Come get it on. There are people in here getting the holiday spirit shopping on and everything. This is a kid's paradise. This is a kid's paradise. So with the holiday season approaching, are you part of a family that does family tradition? Do you do something every Christmas that, you know, the older you get, you start to appreciate it more? When you were younger, you probably didn't appreciate what your family did. You thought it was corny. You didn't get any enjoyment out of it. But as you've gotten older, is it still going on, or you wish it was still going on? There are a lot of families that play backyard football with dad and the uncles and the nephews and the little cousins. We get that. There's some families that watch movies of the same, whether it's Die Hard, whether it's Love Actually, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, or A Charlie Brown Christmas. Those are my top four Christmas movies right there. Right there. Die Hard, Love Actually, Christmas Vacation, and A Charlie Brown Christmas. Leave me alone. I'm going to need some Kleenex. Them Christmas rom-coms get Christmas rom-com. Speaking of Christmas, and speaking of a wish list, the NCAA news that we got early yesterday for junior college athletes, who play college sports, retain all 4 years of their NCAA eligibility, even if they play a year or two. That right there is what I'm talking about. See, some people get it. Some people, it's like the small businesses. They get it. If big cities understood how small business work, do your homework. Go to those small towns and find out. The people care. The people care. But that right there, I think that's outstanding news for the JUCO players out there in the sports world. Keep it up. We believe in you. But those holiday traditions, do you do anything out there that's obscure, or you think is a little off that nobody else does this but my family? You do one of those holiday traditions. I mean, a lot of people, they watch movies, as I said. They play sports. Some people go ice skating. Some people go fishing. If there's a white Christmas, I know Forest Park, Hippie Hill is going to be that place to be. I was trying to think, have I ever been a part of a family tradition with any of my ex-wives? Yeah, I said ex-wives. Therefore, hey, we listen, but we don't judge, okay? But the Christmas holiday, I think watching the NBA is a lot of fun. A lot of people get to have that sports moment with the family, that special time of the year. Holiday sports gaming sometimes a lot of fun. But with the issues of the NBA, what do you think the issue is with the NBA? Are you an NBA fan? I mean, they say it's down 29% in viewership with the NBA. Is it the scheduling? Is it the load management situation with the NBA? Is it the sound of the sneakers on the floor? Is it the pregame outfits they keep showing us? Is it what Inside the NBA is doing in their pregame show and postgame show? They're not uplifting the sport. They're downing the sport. Is it the three-pointers? Or, in the words of Magic Johnson, they're too friendly out there. They don't hate each other. You can't be friends with a competitor that's supposed to be the rival. I believe that. Unless you can switch it on and switch it off. Some people can do that. But in today's athlete, no. With the influences of the internet, no. With their bad dating and marriage decisions, no. With their bad financial decisions, no. And you want me to believe that they can have beef with players today? No. They're putting the energy in the wrong spot. Like the fake fight last night. No. You don't pretend to square up to another grown man. You don't do that. So the NBA has its own issues. I think it all started when Mr. Adam Silver gave the league to the players. So I think it's affecting the collegiate world with these NIL deals. I'm not mad at NIL. Get your money. But I want financial responsibility with that as well. I want a cap put on it somewhere. I want someone to oversee this with some common sense, to understand what it means to give a child between the ages of 18 and 22, $10.5 million. I've only seen a handful of shared NIL deal information, and all of them have had a clause on there. What if I get hurt? What happens to my NIL money? If you don't understand what's in a contract, how to read a contract, find somebody, hire somebody to break it down in a form where you understand it before you do what, kids? Sign the dotted line. That's one of those things you learn in childhood on Flashback Fridays. If it had a green sticker on it that was Mr. Yuck is green, don't put that in your mouth. If it's fire, don't put your hand in it. Don't get in a stranger's car. Don't go in anybody's house. And don't sign anything without reading it. Those are things they told us growing up. Somehow people have forgotten. So with that being said about NIL deals and the money that's out there, I'm starting to think this is more about money versus legacy. When to get your money and when to worry about your legacy. I think that's where we're at right now. Even with the guys in the professional world, the men and women in the professional world. I think they're getting the money first. You notice I didn't say the bag. So we know I hate that phrase, the bag. I hate that phrase. Because I don't know what the bag means. How much money is in the bag. But if you get the money first, then you can go out there and ball out the way you need to and worry about your legacy. Okay, I can see it going that way. But for the ones that don't understand how you get to that point, do your homework. I just can't put it all on the kids. Parents, do your homework. If you have a gifted child in your house, do your homework. If you didn't finish high school, if you didn't go to college, if you don't like sports or what your child is into, you have to do your homework to ensure and instill that your child is not taken advantage of. Don't let it happen. Get out there, get involved, roll them sleeves up. Todd, Deborah, Vanessa, Theodore, all y'all get involved. We can't put it all on the kids anymore. We have to get involved. On this Flashback Friday edition of the show, it had me thinking of the days of yesteryear. when life was just fun. We didn't think about trouble or the consequences. We were just out there having fun. Like bar fights back in the day. Oh, man. The bar fights that we had and were a part of in the military world. Fascinating. Going in the drunk tank. That's not going to jail. You just going in this cell to do what? Sleep off that liquor. And it helped. It was fun laughing about it and things of that nature. Those were the days. Man, coming home late at night after your curfew and your wife or your partner throwing your clothes out the windows. Remember those days? You can't do that no more. You can't do that no more. Those were the days. Those were the good old days. And we took it all for we all took it for granted. The good old days of yesteryear. Oh my goodness. Can't do none of that anymore. Nope. Have a bar fight now. That's 10 years of legal fees. You may go to prison, not jail, prison. They don't have a drunk tank anymore. No, you're going to jail. What else? Throwing your spouse's things out the window. Don't do it. Don't do it. Softball fights. Oh man, those were the best. And still have brotherhood after the fight. Now you fight in sports or with an umpire or an official. Get a lawyer. Get a lawyer. You're going to need it. And I also like to play this game. What if we never had no cell phones? Just hear me out. Hear me out. Calm down. Calm down. We can still have internet, but no cell phones. Everybody go back to house phones. Remember those days? The cell phone just takes away. It shortened conversation. I don't understand why we all have the ability to talk on the cell phone if 80% of us just text. Where's that phone at? I think from now when I meet people, just say you prefer to talk or text. That should be the new thing. What we doing here? How many of you actually talk on your cell phone? How many of you really do it? Not many. I know people with Wi-Fi phones only. Nothing wrong with it. But if it suits you, do it. If it suits your way of living and your lifestyle, you do it as well. What else do we have to get through today? I tell you what, it feels good being back over here in Belleville, Vegas, as they call it. Oh, the days of yesteryear. Oh, 15 years over here, I got to meet some amazing people in the trials and tribulations through working and playing softball. Shout out to the folks, the old Cree hands, all the old Cree hands. Oh, my goodness. That was the spot right there. That was the spot right there. Shout out to Barry and Patty Gregory. Good folks, good people for sure. Oh, man. Belleville, Vegas. Hometown field in a big city. Because Belleville's big now. If you haven't been over here during the holiday season, look, we know we got Our Lady of the Snow's Christmas tour. We know we got that. Set that mood right, get that eggnog in there, the non-alcoholic kind, of course. Get that holiday music going and switch it to the station. And you can make up. You can do an engagement. You can do a proposal. You can do a first date. You can get the in-laws that are in town, never been here. Just do the tour over there. There's so much to do over here. And they at the Lincoln Movie Theater. So much to do over here in Belleville, Vegas for sure. But we got Tulane in Florida playing at 2 o'clock. I wish I would have looked at my schedule a little bit better for sure, but I did not. Don't judge me on that. It's late in the year. We already know we didn't make it in fantasy football. We put forth the effort again. Shout out to all the participants in the Friendlies in South City Fantasy Football League. Friendlies is located at 3503 Roger Place. If you're not doing anything for lunch, stop on by, say hello. Fried chicken so good, make you want to slap your sister. Check them on out for sure. And if you're in the Soulard area, just stay on down there. Good folk, good people. And we have a few other new sponsors that are down that way. You can stop by and see and check out as we have Jack Nolan's. If you are a Smash Burger fan, if you're a Smash Burger fan, get on down there. Get on down there. Get on down there. Yeah, buddy. And Jack Nolan's part of the Jeffersons crew over here in Muscuda, which I used to pronounce Muscatoo for some reason. When I first moved over here, I thought it was Muscatoo. Those were the days. I swear to tell you, but I'm telling you, the holiday season is a lot of fun over here. A lot of fun. For my real estate folks, whether you're trying to sell or buy, reach out to our very own Miss Sarah Duncan. Sarah's a new sponsor as well. Thank you again to Sarah Duncan. And we already talked about the folks in the automotive world, as we have also picked up Fairway Automotive, and they have 4 locations to serve you. And that is Fairway Automotive with 4 locations to serve you for sure. Whether you have a modern day car or you got that old school and you want to work on some classic, they have a location for that. Again, thank you to Jason and Lindsay. Fairway Automotive, family owned, family treatment for sure. Right, they're good folks, good people. Well, depending on how your football team is doing, are you in the playoffs? Your coach getting fired, quarterback search, reality is set in. You no longer care, but you still watch. It's that time of year right now. It's that time of year. I've been a Denver Bronco fan since 1982. I've been a football fan since birth, from what my parents told me. I was told while I was in the womb, so I don't know. I'm just going off what the people told me before I was here. So we're going to keep it right there. But I am a football fan. So Sunday, we got some games on that could tickle us, tease us, make us just want to do yard work for some apparent reason. We don't do that at all. But we got the Giants, the G-Men at Atlanta. And it seems though as Michael Penix may play this weekend in lieu of Kirk, my favorite third cousin, who seems to get that money. Everyone say, what is Kirk doing? I give all the credit to his agent. I don't know what's going on with Atlanta. I don't know what's going on with them birds, them dirty birds. Don't know. But I'm taking Atlanta to win this because due to the dysfunction of the New York Football Giants front office, some things are unforgivable. Detroit at Chicago. Shout out to my youngest, Tim. He's a huge Detroit Lions fan. He's telling me every week, Pop, they're going to do this. Pop, they're going to do this. But here's what I don't want to happen with Detroit. It's what happened with the 49ers going into the playoffs when everybody got hurt. They couldn't throw the ball. His quarterback was done. They couldn't run the ball. They had no running back. They had no slot receiver. They had no defensive pass rush. Everybody was hurt. That makes that offense and defense click. And with the Lions having 19 players out, 19, but they're playing another dysfunctional team. Bad body language, quarterback, Caleb Williams. I wonder, actors always say this, and maybe some entertainers, they don't listen to their own music, BS. Well, I never watch myself in movies or television. Why not? Why? I don't understand why athletes don't critique themselves and be real with themselves. If you look at his body language and you a kid and you do that in front of your parents and you below the age of 15, you're getting hit. You're getting hit by your parents. Maybe that's what Caleb needs. With the dysfunction of Chicago that's going on, I'm still taking Detroit. Next up, we got Cleveland and Cincinnati. I don't know what's going on. I don't think all offensive linemen understand what the job is. We can say it together. Remember in elementary, you follow the bouncing ball? Maybe they should do that in the film room with the offensive line. We protect the quarterback. Can we say it together, kids? Because back in the 80s, they're not getting any isotonic gloves. No. Cleveland, another horrible mess. Front office. Don't get it. Give me Cincinnati all day. Next up, we got Tennessee at Indy. Will Levis, you should be quarantined to your room and only allowed to watch game film of you. No sound at all. Just game film of you. And then we want you to write a 250-page essay telling us what you saw. I don't understand. What do y'all see in this Scouts for pro teams? What are y'all looking for? Give me your vision and let me see what you saw. Show me the upsides in this. They talk about the age of these coaches. What about the age of some of these scouts? Huh? How many of them look at players, their glasses at the end of their nose? Huh? What are they seeing out there? Come on now, do better at the professional level. Give me Indy all day. The Rams and the Jets, Jets. The Rams woke up last week, and the Jets team are all watching Aaron Rodgers' Netflix special, Enigma. OLD and delusional mindset hit Aaron Rodgers right in front of us. Right in front of us. Delusional mind thoughts happen right in front of us. Did you ever think on a team with Aaron Rodgers and the receiver that he wanted will have a record like this? Talk to me. Front office, age gap. Woody Johnson is not of this lifetime. He's not of this era. He doesn't see things the way we see things. He's on his own island. There are certain owners out there like that. Those are the type of owners we need to get rid of. He doesn't think in today's terms. If you don't believe me, watch some of these sports documentaries. Watch Hard Knocks. You'll see. I'm taking the Rams all day. Oh, this is going to be a game to watch. Fly, Eagles, fly against the Washington Commanders. How does a team that's winning don't get along? I told y'all this before. Just because they married 50 years don't mean they get along. They're winning in the eyes of the marriage world. They're still together for 50 years, but they probably fight like cats and dogs, but they're still accomplishing the goal as a couple. That's the Philadelphia Football Eagles. You're going to argue with your teammate, your brother. You're going to argue. You're going to have disagreements. It happens, especially when it's clicking, because you know when it's not, and you know the reason why. Now, the teammate that told everybody business, he too much pillow talking to me. Not allowed on the team. The culture around the Washington Commanders has changed so much in D.C. The whole city has gotten around that team. It's like when I lived in Charlotte, how that whole city got around the the Carolina Panthers, when they were making their run to the Super Bowl the first time, but they got beat by the Green Bay Packers. It reminds me of that, the energy and the way the sports team is playing itself. I'm taking a high road on this one. Give me the Washington Commanders. I wish Montez Sweat and Chase Young will go back to Washington. Arizona at Carolina. Another dysfunctional front office, Arizona. Carolina, they're trying to concentrate on what they need to concentrate. The maturation and the understanding of putting things around a quarterback that has the skill set and attributes that you have right now. I know it's late in the year. They should have been and figured this out. But as we know before, you can't tell what kids, millionaires, what to do with their money. I'm taking the Carolina Panthers on this one due to Dre Jr. out there. It was his birthday last week. So even though he's in Oklahoma City, he is a Carolina Panther fan. We got Minnesota and Seattle. Shout out to my dude, my buddy.
Little honey, yeah, they're like a crunch too.
How can I understand this? My dude Tyler down in Perryville, Missouri. Shout out to him. He is a Minnesota Viking purple people eater. And I'm with everybody else. Why the white uniforms? Why, Minnesota? Who made that decision? You're the purple people eaters. Why are you wearing a purple uniform? I mean, a white uniform. Why? I didn't see Sam Darnold having that. He's about to get the bag for real now. I don't even like that word. He's about to get some money. If he can get Minnesota over the hump, in a perfect world, shout out to my dude Tyler in Perryville, the perfect world, Tyler. What if Minnesota and Denver can get to the Super Bowl as a matchup? We can dream in the sports world. Seattle. Early in the year, I was believing in what Geno was doing. He let bygones be bygones. He treated the Jets game as a grown man, but he's been Geno. We didn't know what the hell was going on, Geno, a few times. Bad body language, bad communication. I'm taking Minnesota and Sam Darnold in this matchup. Next up, we got the Patriots and Buffalo. The coaching situation with the Patriots is at a horrible point. The Patriots have a good football team to put out there to compete. They have a team, but they need up coaching. They're getting mediocre feedback and ways to improve the game. I think they don't. Just because you play football, just because you play for a winning franchise, don't mean the communication of you coaching is going to translate as easy. And I think that's what Coach Mayo is going through with the Patriots. I think if they get the right coaching there with that team, They can get 9 to 10 wins out of that team. The Buffalo Bills, nobody circles the wagon like the Buffalo Bills. Everyone is saying Josh Allen is putting up award-winning numbers. You tell me, is Josh putting up award-winning numbers? You tell me what Josh is doing. But I'm taking Buffalo in that matchup. Next up, we got Jacksonville and the Vegas Raiders. Shout out to my dude Charlie, who is a Vegas fan. He was pulling for my Broncos last night in a respectable gesture because he know his team is out of it because they're looking for a coach and quarterbacking situations with them. Jacksonville is on the uprise, just not a new facility, but also what's going to happen with Trevor moving forward in coaching. Give me Vegas in this one. And the late night mixer, San Fran at Miami. I still want to know how did Brock Purdy buy his entire offensive line new cars. He doesn't even make $1 million. Who is his financial advisor? E.F. Hutton? Miami. It's another situation where you get a know-it-all. And Miami has a know-it-all coach. You can't tell him nothing. He think he's very innovative because he was around the game at a young age. He think he's going to one-up everybody. But this game has been around long before you. And you don't know everything. When the intangibles of the game happens, just look at his body language on the sideline. He's lost. He looked like the Rams coach when they lost the Super Bowl against the Patriots. He looks like that. But he just gave up when he saw Belichick. He just gave up. Just gave it all up right there. That's the look that Miami has. But give me San Fran. Give me San Fran. So those are the entertaining picks. Hold on. We got Tampa Bay at Dallas. Tampa Bay at Dallas. I love Baker has grown up and taken football seriously. The way he came in the league, we thought we were going to get Manziel again. But he's grown up and taken his job seriously. I like Tampa Bay. Dallas thinks they're back in it. We love Dallas Cowboy fans. They wear too much cologne, too much weave and makeup, and they always think every year is their year. We shall see. We shall see. But for sure, what's up, cuz? What's going on? Shout out to my cousin in Arkansas, if you're scoring at home. Folks, those right there were not my personal picks for entertainment purposes only. I want you to gamble responsibly if you're out there gambling for sure. Again, I would like to thank the people of Belleville, Illinois, and thank you to Miss Stephanie, Miss Cindy, and Miss Rose for allowing me to come in here and invade the space and do the show here at the Candy Bar in beautiful downtown Bell Vegas, as they calling it. And again, shout out to our newest sponsor to the team, to join Fairway Automotive, with 4 locations to serve you and to serve you better. Whether it's today's car or classic car, they can help you out. Also out there in the real estate world, whether you're buying or selling, reach on out to Miss Sarah Duncan. She can help you square it all away. Good folks and good people for sure. And also down in the Soulard area, newest edition as well, Jack Nolan's in the Soulard area. Best smash burgers in town. Good food, good eats, and great people, and I adore the atmosphere. Well, folks, it's been fun. I've had a blast, and it's time for me to get some sugar in me. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your Friday. Happy holidays. Mele Kaliki Maka and a Mahaki Hiki Ho. If you're visiting Santa, tell him 8-year-old Dre said hello. Mom, Dad, sis, see you soon. And shout out to the Dre 6, all of the kids. You guys have a fun, safe weekend, and good luck to all your teams and bowl games and fantasy football if you're still in your playoff situation or your Super Bowl. Good luck to you, as well as your professional sports teams this weekend. All right, folks, have a great weekend. Until next time, we'll see you. Peace.
Out of respect. Okay. That's right on the corner.